Wow.
Moving on, back to Mitch though. I did a debate with him on Fight the Flat Earth, and there's a certain part of that debate that he has used and has been spread to other channels. And I think I just need to clarify something a bit. So if the Earth is radius 3959, then the geometric horizon can only be 1.22 miles times square root of the observer height in feet, which I agree with. So if you could show that the geometric horizon is not at that distance, not Q, then the Earth, P, is not a globe of 3959 miles. That's all you will have proved.
Mr. Sensible gets it. Finally a glob that understands the Black Swan argument. And through knowing the argument, what's the conclusion?
It would be a different diameter, perhaps 3960 or 3961. You complete and utter twonk. Okay,
Unless you
so
assert that the globe has a bigger radius.
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. At best, what you have done, if that was all correct, at best... Mitch, I was very careful in what I said. Those penny drop moments were when I was being very sure about what you were saying. And I'm very clear here that at best, if everything you said was correct, and it wasn't, then you'd have disproved the radius of 3959, i.e. it would be a slightly different radius.
A slightly different radius? Well, let's do the actual maths then. Here it is set out for everyone to go over in your own leisure. Using the values from the Black Swan image of a 1 foot observer height and a 10-mile distance horizon, you can clearly see we have a 264,000 mile radius. But isn't the radius of the sun meant to be 432,000 miles? No, not anymore. It's got to be bigger now. What about the distance to the moon? 238,000 miles. Nope, that's got to be different too, doesn't it, Mr. Sensible? What else does it implicate? The radiuses of all the planetary orbits have to be different too. But that can't be right, can it, Mr. Sensible?
I was correct. I was absolutely clear. At best, you've disproved the size of the Earth, not the shape of the Earth.
Every time that you keep doubling down that your radius is larger than that of the mainstream accepted value of 3959 miles, you stab your globe in the face.
You're right. It could be flat.
Every time you claim refraction is looming the horizon behind the platforms in the Black Swan, you stab your globe in the face.
You're right. It could be flat. And I think I just need to clarify something a bit. Balloons just travel with the atmosphere. The thing is, the atmosphere is travelling with the Earth. With something like a drone or other powered vehicle, they're also carried in the atmosphere. And balloons and stuff, they're in the same reference frame because the atmosphere is rotating with the Earth.
So we do not see coriolis in those things.
And Mitch, I was absolutely right. I think I just need to clarify something a bit. But there you can see video of gas plasma being contained without walls.
The fusion reactor.
It's being contained by the magnets.
It's
being contained by the magnets. It's not touching the walls. And
why can't we just? Why does it have to have walls? No, can I just say why does it have to?
Because you guys keep saying you can't have gas pressure without a container. What I'm demonstrating
there. You've clearly got a container. It's being contained inside the fusion reactor.
Yes, but it's not touching the fusion reactor. The gas is in a vacuum. It's being contained in that band by the magnetic forces, just as the atmosphere on Earth is contained by gravitational force.
You cannot have gas pressure without a container. Or a vacuum.
Okay, and I agree. I would agree that there is the plasma at pressure with a container. So you agree there is a container. You're right. It could be flat. And I think I just need to clarify something. Lower still. When Felix I can't say his name, Baumgartner, went up to 128,000 feet, I think it was, there was a pressure there of 0.036 atmosphere. There is no membrane between that height and ground level. There's no membrane between the top of Everest and sea level, and yet we do not see equalization. The reason is there's a container. Gravity. Ask Desert File.
That's fantastic. Can I point out that at 120,000 feet, there's also no curvature?
We're all laughing at you, mate, and now you know why. So next time you double down on your radius being bigger, or the geometric horizon never been seen, just know it's not real. You checked.